Meu nome é Alexandre Paglioni.
My name is Alexander Paglioni. I'm 34 years old and I'm a pastry chef. I used to hate the church. I used to hate Bishop Macedo because of what they told us on social media and in the media, that he was a thief and he stole. I remember I was standing outside one of the cathedrals and I was very curious. I like to see to believe. And I commented, I thought out loud, I'm going to go in there to see what it's like. Then the woman next to me said, do you have any money on you? Because there are turnstiles there. And you have to pay to get in. If you don't, you won't be able to get in there. And you have to have at least 100 reais to leave there. And I didn't go in because I thought it really was paid. And I was very angry, very hateful. Because every day the church was growing. I kept thinking, wow, what kind of God is this? If God is God, how can he allow this theft? People being robbed and nothing happens. And the interesting thing is that the more the church grew, the more my problems grew too. Because I didn't even have money. I suffered from depression, was addicted to drugs, alcohol, prostitution, involved with men and women. I was very sad, empty, unemployed, because no job worked out for me. Because unfortunately, I stole when I was in my jobs. I even stole from my own father to sustain my addiction. I walked around the streets picking up cigarette butts to make joints and smoke them. So, unemployed, in debt, I had a debt of over 50,000 reais. My name was with the credit agency Serasa. I was all wrong and bitter and still believing in fake news. You could find it on TV, on the internet, in other denominations, because I went to other denominations to look for peace. And when I said, and that universal church, there, you're crazy. That's a cult. They just want to steal. In search of a solution to my problem, my emptiness, my suffering, I started attending a witchcraft cult, and there I served for 7 years. I became adept in witchcraft, did the work, made offerings to kill people, to separate people, and even people of the universal church, to kill them, to harm them. But it was all money down the drain. I don't know what happened because we did the work there. Even for Bishop Macedo, for the assistants and people in the neighborhood who were evangelizing. I hated them. But it didn't work. They said that these people had strong protection that didn't allow it to work. Inside, deep down, I felt that something would happen in my life at the Universal Church. I saw the testimonies and it was just a dilemma. But one day, in the midst of suffering, already as a beggar then, it didn't work out with anyone, not in any job, distrusted by everything and everyone, I said, wow, I don't have anything anymore. I'm going there. But I was thinking, what am I going to do? Because I don't have any coins. And the turnstiles, what am I going to do? I went looking for the turnstiles and said, maybe someone will give me a coin and I'll be able to get in. I got there. The first thing I saw was that there were no turnstiles. And there were really people to welcome me. Happy people who received me very politely, with a lot of affection. But I was suspicious. I attended the meeting, and for free. The first thing that happened to me, which I had searched for in all religions, in every corner, at parties, clubs, in drugs, was the peace that came freely. I didn't have to pay anything. I left there in peace. So I went back more often because I saw that it was free. I didn't have much hope. But just the peace I already felt was something great for me. I didn't want much. I just wanted peace. I wanted to believe in myself again. To have hope for life. But God is wonderful. He surprised me. Because for someone who was distrusted by family, friends, and society, who was the scum of society, above everything else, I was baptized with the Holy Spirit after my baptism in water. I was nothing, nothing. A person used by spirits, by suffering entities. I didn't deserve it, but I received the Holy Spirit. I remember the pastor said to surrender. It was simply to surrender. There was not much secret to it. Just surrender. And that's what I did. That little bit of life I had left, I surrendered on that altar, gave everything, and received the Holy Spirit, which is the greatest wealth I have today. So, from that moment on, when I received the Holy Spirit, I wanted to tell everyone. I wanted to share that joy, that peace. No more spreading fake news, but spreading the truth in the testimonies that I saw. So I started to get firm in the church, started to evangelize. I remember, the evangelism we do is first in our family, right? So I went to tell my family. But from a persecutor, I became persecuted. I remember one of my family members said, "Oh really? You're going to that church, that one that steals? Then it's your choice. You will never step foot in my house again. Either you choose that church or us." But I thought, when I was in ruin, when I was in the mud, they never helped me. So there's no choice. Of course I want to stay with God, with the Holy Spirit. It was important for me to give myself a chance and go check out the Universal Church and overcome that barrier of fake news. Because if I didn't overcome it, if I listened to the fake news, I wouldn't even be here today. I would be dead. And for those of you who are also suffering or going through this situation, who have been influenced by fake news, the advice I give to you is, go. But go without money. Because if they say they're going to steal your money, go without anything. Go even without a wallet. Just with this little bit of life that, like me, you can surrender on the altar. So you can see the change, the transformation, just like it happened in my life. Because today I'm married. For someone who was alone, today I have a family, a beautiful daughter, a wonderful wife. Professionally speaking, for someone who couldn't make any job work, today I am a national reference in my field. Today I'm a pastry chef professor. So people are influenced by my work. I also help many people with my work. Debt, I have nothing left. My name is clean. Today I have good credit in all agencies. For a person who was depressed, sad, empty, today I help people like that. Today I'm part of the Beat Depression group, and I bring this hope, this change of life to other people as well. So my life changed. But what I said at the beginning, the biggest miracle of all this that happened was the Holy Spirit. Because when a person has the Holy Spirit, everything in their life moves forward. The Holy Spirit guides them to all that is good, to all that is right, correct. And you no longer wander around looking for help anywhere. Overcome this prejudice and look for a universal church wherever you are. I am sure that there will be a man of God, a woman of God, just like the one who received me with all love, with all affection, without any prejudice, who will receive and help you too. And your life will also transform like mine.